And a very good afternoon and welcome into the Estrella Galicia post-show. Another solid day on the Challenger Series here in Portugal. And we've asked a few questions. We've had some answers as well. We've seen some red-hot action out in the water and some big talking points from a solid day. Really entertaining one. Here to talk you through it, John, myself, Paul Evans, and all Portuguese post-show panel. Chico Owls, Philip Jervis. Feeling good? Happy, boys?
I'm really happy. I'm really stoked that the Portuguese flag was raised high today. I felt like Teresa and Kika surfed really well. Fred made it too. I don't want to be biased, but it feels good to see them.
Very biased, mate.
Yeah, sorry. But it feels good to see them doing well.
Philip, you had a good day? You had fun?
I had an amazing day. Such a good weather, and once again, the Portuguese, all the Portuguese surfers, they still at the contest, and we had some amazing rides throughout the whole day, and we had some amazing waves, and yeah, I'm happy, man.
Yeah, once again, this wave here delivering for us throughout the day. Particularly this afternoon with the tide coming in, and we just saw a really cool heat go down. Heat number 3 of a round of 32 featuring the likes of Hazelwood, Morais, Casal and Martin. And no surprises, big support for this guy, Fred. And he delivered.
Yeah, he delivered, played a really smart heat. The heat was really slow and was an easy heat to lose because the waves were so slow that he could easily make a mistake. At the start, this Reef Hazelwood started off strong. He posted a 6-point ride right off the gates, and then afterwards it was all about that backup number. So Reef started off strong with a 6, and then he backed it up with a 5.17 at the end there. But this was the 6. Talk me through that one, Philippe.
Yeah, he actually got this wave halfway through the lineup because both Leo and Kikas were way too deep, and we were talking about that. I was talking with Kikas about this heat because he was, and also with Doc because he was a scrappy one. Even though there was not too many opportunities, but you know what? You take it any day of the week. You take that win any day of the week. It doesn't really care if it's only a couple of 5s or if it's a 9 and an 8. As long as you get through those heats. And Dog actually said something curious to me. These heats, you don't really talk about them because it's not the highlight of the day, but you want to make them through. Those are the heats that push you all the way through the final, and who knows, might get you on the CT Tour again because it was a scrappy one. It was not a lot of waves, but yeah, both of the surfers surfed really good. Both Kikas and Reef, they managed the conditions really well.
Frederico Morais, a couple of 5s for him, good enough. He ended up with a total just behind Reef Hazelwood, 11.1 for Fred. And crucially, getting through in that second place position. Official results for that heat saw Reef and Fred get through at the expense of Leo Casal and Martin. Crucially for Fred, of course, going good on the challenges. Still a lot of surfing yet to do. Coming into this one, our intelligence suggested that he would want to make the final to guarantee to clinch his spot. He may not need to go that far, depending on how other situations fall and surfers losing out, but a final, and you know, knowing who Fred is and what he wants to achieve, won't just be looking for a final. We'd want to be getting a win. So far, so good. He's on course here.
Yes, he is. I think he actually breaks the curse of Ribeiradilhas. I feel like he needed these 2 rounds. Now he's got the momentum. He's feeling good. The boards are good. Dog is here. His father is here. A lot of support, but good support. I don't feel like it's the pressure support. He's on a good mood.
Well, speaking of Dog Marsh, one of his charges was out in the water in the last heat, Justin Becret, and he ripped it. Let's go hear from him.
He absolutely did. Congratulations, Justin. You're in the top 16 surfers of this event right now. How did you feel about that performance, and what is it going to take to get to number 1?
Get to the final, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, I'm very happy, first off. I got some nice waves. I hadn't ever done some heats back-to-back here. I made 1 in my life before this contest, so I'm very happy to finally get in rhythm here because I really love the place, and yeah, I take it heat by heat, the classic wave by wave. You know the drill.
Well, it has to be a big confidence booster to kick out of the event. The last year's winner and also CT surfer, right? Like Leonardo Fioravanti.
Oh yeah, of course. He's a very amazing, like a really amazing surfer out here, especially in those waves. He has a house here. He's pretty much not local, but he knows the wave very well. He won last year. And yeah, well, we surf together. We've done countless heat drills together, and he always beats me, so feels good to get one. And yeah, that's about it.
Well, maybe that's the secret. Get a house up here.
Yeah, well, if I win, I'll buy a little apartment.
Do you want to thank the people back in France?
Yes, of course. Merci à la famille, ceux qui regardent, toute mon équipe qui me soutient depuis quelques temps. Ça fait plaisir de passer des séries. Ça commence à payer et c'est pas fini, ça continue.
Congratulations, you're in the round of 16.
Yes, merci.
C'est pas fini pour Justin. He'll look to keep that going here. Another strong showing from the French in Portugal. And keeping with that theme of the success of the Portuguese, it wasn't just the men who delivered. Let's turn our attention to the women, and two of, well, the top-rated women from out of Portugal, Bonvolo and Veselko. It was heat number 7 from the round of 32. Kick of Veselko, steely focus. We know all about Bonvolo and how dialed in she is, and they went out and they delivered.
Yes, started off really strong, Kika. She started off with a 7, and then it took a while for them to get backups, but this turn, massive turn, started off strong, and then a big flurry of action on this one at the end. And Teresa, a buzzer beater for her, so an amazing wave at the end for Teresa. And yeah, Flip, talk me through this one. I feel like Teresa just clutched this heat.
Oh, yeah, definitely. There's so many waves throughout this heat, and the lineup was not an easy lineup to read. But you know what? Teresa and Kika, they did really well. They ended up getting the final 2 spots on this heat, as we see Kika. Kika was she was surfing really good, especially on those finishing turns, because she's able to put so much power on those turns. So as we're gonna see here, she almost cut the rail on this one. Whoop, a little bit of a mistake there, but she's gonna finish this one off really strong. I remember that one. Her boards are looking good. Frederico Souza, her coach, is looking really good as well. And they have been doing, look, wow, she has been doing a lot of these finishing turns. She was happy with that one. That's a Cristiano Ronaldo claim. I'm here, guys. And yeah, Teresa with the, that was just, this is probably the last wave of the heat. And that was, as you said, clutch moment by Teresa. She ended up getting the 7.77 and the 5.50, which was enough to get through, because you know what? They still have their chances. It's a long shot, obviously, but you know what? There's a couple of places down there on the qualifying scenario that they want to see, but Teresa surfed really well. Look at the passion. You know how much he meant to her, because they really want to qualify. And as Portuguese, I really want to see a Portuguese surfer. Yeah, I want to see a Portuguese surfer on the tour.
Well, by virtue of those strong showings, Kika Veselko has earned herself a heat against Sawyer. Lindblad, very highly rated, high-flying young American. Teresa Bonvolo will be matching up against Zoe Benedetto, who's gone excellent every time she surfed out here. Those are great, great-looking matchups. Speaking of going excellent, should we get into our EDP wave of the day?
Let's do it.
And it's time to talk about a man who, well, he's ripped in Portugal in the past. He's got CT experience. His power is just relentless. The backhand is absolutely deadly. And it could only be one man who went out there, just tore this place apart. He's pretty cool and collected in his post heats. Out in the water during the heats, he's pure fire. A massive 9-point hammer for Deivid Silva.
Yeah, he just destroyed this wave. He's a really compact surfer. He likes to surf tight in the pocket, and he's really speedy, which is something that really helps him to get in front of the wave here in Ribeira, and sets him up really well. Bam! Blows the fins out, and again. So 4 turns and excellent turns. 9-point ride for Deivid Silva, and with turns like that, he's showing off that he's in good form.
Deivid Silva looking absolutely deadly there, and our all goofy panel just appreciating how much spray he's getting, how lethal he is. So a fun day of surf. We ran throughout the low tide and brought it back in towards the mid. The conditions kept delivering. Let's have a look and see exactly what we got in store in terms of our forecast. And yet not huge waves available for us this year, but still some swell in the water. Using your local knowledge, what do we think about this stuff?
Yeah, Thursday looks a bit smaller, 2 to 3 foot in the morning, afternoon the same. Friday, quite the same. So I think from what I've seen, I think it's going to look quite the same over the course of the next 3 days. But yeah, I just feel like the days that we got now were really good. I don't know.
Not much difference in the height there, but the period changing a bit, Philippe. What's that going to do to the wave here?
Yeah, I think tomorrow we're gonna have a little bit of a drop on the swell because of that period. It's gonna be around 9 and 10 seconds, and then Friday we're gonna see the period go all the way up to 12, 13 seconds, and then yeah, by the end of the weekend we're gonna have a little bit of a swell for the finish for the end of the event, and it's gonna be really good, really fun. Light winds. That's exactly what we want.
All right, well, looking forward to that. Meanwhile, let's look back at our top 5 moments of the day. One of them was the young Australian Ellie Harrison. She absolutely ripped. Also went into the excellent range at 8.5 for her. Moment number 5, it's Ellie Harrison, who absolutely belted and matched the power of Ribeira Diaz. Picked a bit of quality in a tough heat.
Yeah, I didn't see this hit, but I know that she got an 8.5 on this wave because she did some amazing surfing. I actually watched the replay. Look at this turn. Wow, just pushing that back foot, a little bit of a different technicality in there, and then straight into a huge carve. That was a really good looking wave. And let's check out the inside. Couple of very nice big turns again. Oh, that turn was really good. And that again, just hitting the lip again and again, and the waves just absolutely just going for her.
And this was Jake Marshall showing that he's on it, and he said he's here with Chris Gallagher and having a really good time, showing off some beautiful maneuvers and doing an 8.57 with this one. Jake, he loves this place. He has been doing this comp over the course of the last probably 8 or 9 years, and he's posting some big numbers, so he's looking in form. And now it's all about Zoe Benedetto, the most informed woman of the event so far. Until now, she has done 3 8s in this event so far.
It's ridiculous. She has been surfing really, really well. She has been catching a lot of really good waves. You know how important it is to get good waves in Ribeira Dias. But you know what? It's not only the good waves. You need to perform on them. And she has been ripping so hard, pushing a lot of power on those turns. Look at this, just pushing that back foot, and she has been ripping throughout the whole week.
And yeah, one of the standouts for sure, Deivid Silva, with the highest hit total of the day, 16.23. With turns like this, I'm not surprised because he surfed through the criteria and really well. So Deivid Silva is going to be our man to beat here in Ribeira Dias, Paul.
Well, our number 1 moment of the day came early this morning, and it's welcome to the championship tour. Jacob Wilcox, another goofy qualifying to add in to Cole Hausman, who just had him here in the studio. Jacob Wilcox, so good in quality ways. A lot of people really looking forward to seeing this very popular character on tour next season, and a brilliant way to get it done. He got through the heat as well, surfed really well. He looks super relaxed. Wilcox can be a great addition to tour.
Oh, I'm so excited to see both him and Cole Hausman, obviously, but yeah, he's such a complete surfer. I really want to see him charging Pipeline, Fiji, and Tahiti, and then just absolutely smashing those bells, Margaret River. Oh my God, there's so many options. I think he's going to do really, really well.
All right, well, that rounds out our top moments from a really solid day, a really enjoyable one. The big talking points and drama, and culminating in that qualification for Wilcox. That's really, really cool. Let's look forward to tomorrow. What are we hoping for? What do we like to see? What matchups are we looking forward to seeing? What are we hoping for tomorrow, Chico?
Well, I think we're going to see some really good surfing. That's the thing I'm going to see. And hopefully we're going to see the end of the round.
Portuguese still continuing in the ascendancy.
Exactly. We saw that Joaquim Chaves made it through. Also, we didn't spoke about him. And I don't want to be too biased, but he surfed really well as well. And he did his best result so far on the Challenger Series, and making sure that he does a good job being an invitee.
He actually never competed. It's his first Challenger of his life, and he's already doing a really good job. So, yeah, I'm psyched. For tomorrow, let's hope the swell stick around a little bit, because I'm not sure what's going to happen with the ocean, but I think even if it's small, it's so fun. It's always fun here.
All right, thanks a lot for your thoughts, guys. Great insight on the Estrella Galicia post-show. Portuguesers are happy with the performance of their surfers. We're going to come back tomorrow. We're hoping the swell's still going to be there. We've got an 8:15 a.m. call for a possible 8:35 start. WorldSurfLeague.com. We'll send you out with highlights. We'll see you tomorrow. Até amanhã.
See you tomorrow.
Surfers getting dialed in. The best aspirant surfers from across the globe looking to step up to the championship tour.
Freshly qualified for the 2024 Championship Tour, Jacob.
Wasting no time at all. A blistering start from Wilcox. And again, tags it hard, really nice. And once more, a really strong wave.
Really technical by Sally, and she made it.
Come on, big delight.
Bang. Throws the fins out.
Two, one, rah. And that's
Full wave. Bang up there. Throws the fins up.
Would have almost lost the rail there for a second and floats to finish.
Backing up to 7, then she does a nice finish, tags it.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I started off really strong and then straight into a second one. Wow. And very well served.
Wattage in some of these turns. Look at that, how much forward there, Billy. So
This copyrighted event broadcast is produced by the World Surf League for broadcast around the world and may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the written consent of the World Surf League.